I'm Tinya Cagle, and I'm a Neo Inspirational artist. I've been singing for as long as I can remember, since I was a little girl, and I remember saying to myself as a young girl, I want to be a singer, I want to be a singer. But as far as on a more dedicated level and trying to move with purpose in mind, I would have to say probably about 8, 9 years ago. Just when I decided I would sing out at the different open mics, and I remember having a gentleman approach me, and he said to me, well, if you take music so serious, why don't you go to school for it? And then, you know, it was a thought, it was a notion, and I decided that if I'm going to be doing it, that I would like to do it with excellence. So that's when I decided to go to school for it. I definitely write my own music. On my guitar, I write the lyrics as well. And inspiration just comes just in my quiet time, my quiet space, meditating and praying with the Lord, talking with the Lord. And I just get on the guitar and I just begin to play. Or at times I just may have a feeling on the inside that I just need to get out. And I try to interpret that through song, and I just begin to formulate music based on that inner feeling that, you know, I'm having at that time. Greater Love is my favorite song, and the inspiration was, I just remember waking up one day, the sun was shining, and it's just one of those days where you begin to reflect on your life, like, what is my life really all about? You know, and I was just going through an evolutionary stage at that point where, you know, the Lord was just having me search within and just begin to do some house cleaning, some spiritual house cleaning, some emotional house cleaning. As a youth, I always battled with like the low self-esteem, the complexion thing, just various different issues that I had with abuse and things of that nature. And Greater Love, I'm always thinking in the mindset of overcoming, being the victor and not the victim. And so as I begin to sit up in my bed and see the sun shining in the window, something about that moment and that reflectory moment that just, you know, began to just make me say, it's like I begin to minister to myself, as it were, and see it's going to be okay. Everything is fine, you know, thinking about self-value, self-worth, self-love, because it's so important, you know, for you to love yourself. How can you really, really embrace other people if you don't have a love for yourself? And that was the type of person that I was at the time, just constantly seeing the beauty in everyone else, but not in myself. And so I had to overcome those things. And that's where Greater Love really stemmed from. And that's why there was a part where I said, you know, I search within. I can't hate myself for the faults that I have. There's room to grow, and I'll never give up on me. You know I'm not a perfect person, but there's always room to grow. Acknowledge where your faults are, yes, but don't stay there. You know, overcome, begin to evolve, begin to grow beyond that. And you'll be able to embrace yourself more. You begin to love yourself more. And so that's really the nurturing ground for Greater Love. Just going through that period of loving myself, embracing myself. I used to hate my height, embracing that about myself, you know, just truly, truly, authentically loving who you are despite what opinions that others may have. Being an only child and a single parent, embracing that, you know what I mean? Just embracing everything about yourself and allow God to work out the rest. I can hear the singing of the birds outside, and I feel so alive. The greatest thing in life are right before our eyes. As I live each day, I'm still holding on, despite everything that is going wrong. I will never let go. Hard times are good when I come along. Oh yeah, and I search within. I can't heal myself for the faults I have. There is room to grow. Cagle, I'm just an everyday, average woman, mother, single parent, who my main testimony is I've made a lot of bad decisions in life. And that's the point in the position that I'm coming from. Contrary to popular belief, a lot of people have made bad decisions. It's not always the devil, you know what I mean? Sometimes some of us, we have to learn our own way, you know, and that's been me. You know, I've had many experiences over life in a short period of time, and God has really been there with me the whole time, teaching me and educating me. And now it's all come to this point where He's poured into me to establish and create who I am. I'm a very transparent person, and my endeavor is to share my life experiences with different people through song, and hopefully it'll help other people. My main, I would say, expression would be, it ain't over, you know, until God says it's over. It's not over. So if you've made decisions in your life that you might look back on and say, I regret, which we all have, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. And just for, you know, to allow God to just use you right where you are. Not to, you know, have low self-esteem or look down on yourself, but to lift up your head and understand that your life has value, your life has meaning. The world needs you. And that's my whole position, to just be able to minister that. The world needs you. Be proud of who you are. Hold your head up high. It's okay that you made mistakes. Go forward. You fell down, but get back up again. So that's who Tinya is, just a person who has an average, everyday person who's made different mistakes, had many trials in life, but I fell down, but I'm getting back up again. And so that's